Hey.
You're so gay.
Brainiac.
Damn, Zilly the monster. Hold up. It's a battle. It's a ring. This is you versus me. It's a crown. It's a king. It's a phone. It's a ring. It's a check, like a text when the message sent. Both flex when I press. I could bench you, nigga. We're your team, we Olympic like it's spring. Hey, we the squad like Olympus. Who your god? I'm just turned. It's a knob. It's a door. It's a heart. It'll thrive. Call me Bob. Like I'm black.
YouTube, what's going on? Made it here in Louisville, Kentucky. This video is going to be hang on, let me turn off my CD real quick. This video is going to be a 8-month review with MK Trucking. Had a couple people ask me how long do I normally stay out. Say 2 weeks, 3 days home. I say they'll try to get you home by Friday, so that way you can leave out Monday morning, or it'll just depend on the load, really. And who is your dispatcher, if they're good or not good. But I mean, I can't complain. I have a good dispatch manager. His name is Josh Ayala. He's pretty dope, and I haven't had any issues with him. I lied, a couple of them, but it's not his fault though. It's the broker. You guys know how that stuff works. A couple misunderstandings here and there. So yeah, I made it to Adcore, which I'm supposed to be picking up some plastic piping. My last load, it was 5 forklifts, industrial kind, the one that's not industrial, but in the warehouse. Hang on, I'm paying attention real quick. See what I'm about to do. I'm about to just walk in here, I'm not sure. But yeah, my last load was 5 forklifts, and I was completely unsure how to secure them. Luckily, I always pay attention to my surroundings, and I watch what people do, so that way I can get a hint on how to properly secure it. Excuse me, I got gas coming up. But yeah, off topic, you guys might notice the difference on the video quality. Let's just say 2 weeks ago I ran over my phone. I was trying to gather some footage. It was going to be like my 7th month review with MK Trucking, but why not make it the 8th month? So yeah, I ran over my phone whenever I was getting loaded with lumber, and I had it on the back of the truck on the steel flap that covers the chain hooks. They keep the chain hooks from coming out of the pocket. So yeah, I was mad. I was madder than a hornet's nest getting kicked by a 5-year-old kid, man. I was mad. I was so mad. But I mean, what can you do? So I'm gonna go ahead and get checked in. I'll be right back. Alright, and so we're back. Already got checked in. So let's talk about MK for a little bit. If you, let's just say, not every company, and just like divisions, isn't right for everybody. I mean that no harm. I'm just, like I said in my last video, I'm raw and unedited. So I'll just get straight to the point instead of bullshitting you. Not every company or every division is meant for somebody. For example, like myself. I started off doing drive-in, and I mean, I enjoyed it for a little bit, but I became overweight just eating and sitting in a truck and just swinging doors versus to getting out and tarping my loads and being hot and sweaty. Just, you get what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't active enough, and I was having heart complications while in the process. So once my friend Ryan, we call him McLovin, cool guy, shout out to him, my Xbox Live friend, he got me that position at PNS. But yeah, once my friend got me over into flatbed, it was just there on, man. I took off like a rocket, man. I enjoyed showing off what I'm hauling on my back, man. I enjoy it to the fullest. But back to what I was saying about MK. Not every company or division is meant for everybody. Some people may want to go home, travel out for a week, and go home for the weekends. Some people want to stay out longer and then take off for a month or a week or so, or 2 weeks. However you want to do it. It just depends on the company, or it just depends on, like I said, depends on the company, what you want to do. With MK, it was kind of like, I was kind of upset, but that's their rules. But I was just used to being out for about a week and coming home on a Friday and leaving out Monday morning. But I mean, I'm cool with 2 weeks now. I mean, I'm always in a top percentage for top drivers. Well, I'm always in the top 10 for the drivers in the company, and also always place one or second with my dispatch manager, because I know how to run my truck and I know what to look for. Many people always say that you're speeding. Keep your head on a swivel, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep an eye out for, bears. If people don't know what bears are, cops, diesel bears, DOT officers. You got to keep an eye out for everybody, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you're checking your mirrors at all times, especially with North Carolina. They just rolled out a new camera, and also I think it's Virginia on 95. They also rolled out a camera too. I think on 45 yardstick 159, about half a mile away from the chicken coop as in like scale house. There's a construction camera that may look like a construction camera, but it has sideward cameras. It looked kind of like a traffic light, but it's all blacked out. Those are cameras. Those are triggered to make sure that you're not speeding, or you have your phone in your lap, or just have your phone in your hand, period. Me, I'm a rebel. When I passed by it, I gave my swift finger of freedom of justice. So my middle finger, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't like the control. I'm a rebel at heart. I believe that we should be able to run our trucks however we can and when we want to, which is why I hate ELDs. Many people will say that they do like it, but I mean, yeah, I see a little bit of both sides, because companies may take advantage of you just to run you straight to the bone versus to, giving you a break. Me, put me on paper logs, baby. I'll run this truck to the moon and back. Just give me my time off. I don't like being tracked. Well, you guys get the idea, Everybody's different. Me, once I get my own truck, if I get something old school as a mechanic, ELD exempt, yeah, I'm going to be putting a hurt on the game. It just depends on if these mega carriers, man, don't be killing the prices. For example, I heard that TMC cut one of the prices at a place, I forgot, don't quote me, but they were charging like $3,000 per load or something like that, and TMC came in and slashed it down to $800, and they're going to give it to their drivers for $1,100, and then divide that by 25 or either 27% of what that driver's going to make from it. So it's not much. Which is messed up, man. I mean, I said it before, that these mega carriers are just straight killing the competition because they want to squeeze out their owner operators. But little do they know that they're hurting their own selves in the long run and hurting everybody else. When you do that, many people are not going to run for you. Many people are going to be, turn their backs against you. I mean, for example, look at Yellow Road. I think they had never got out of business until now. But yeah, man, I mean, that's why I enjoy MK Trucking. I mean, they don't. Yeah, I get paid what? 65 cents per mile, and it's incentive. So technically, with the way I run, I'm getting 70 cents per mile. I bust my ass for that, man. I mean, I got a family at home, plus one, so that's 7 kids, bro. My wife, that's 8. My dog, that's 9. That's 8 people relying on me to get the job done, plus my dog just to, have the money in my pocket so that way I can buy him some dog food and some water and take him to the vet if need be, I'm a hard-working man. And I mean, if any of the people at my company was to see this video, they will vouch for me. So I enjoy MK Trucking. I love MK. I say the only couple things they need to fix on is getting better tarps. Because the tarps I have, they rip pretty easily. And I can't think of anything else. Make sure, I get people take advantage of the PC. Give it to those people who actually bust their tails, that actually don't want to go over their hours. Say, alright, for example, last night, I had about 6 hours and 45 minutes on my time, and I was about 25 minutes away from the receiver last night. I could have easily PC'd there, but I get it, it's called forward in the load. But there was a truck stop about 5 minutes away from the receiver. But instead, I chose to stop at a Love's that were like 25 minutes away from the receiver. So if I could have PC'd to that truck stop that's about 5 minutes away from the receiver, I could have easily spent like 5 minutes out of my time, out of my clock, got unloaded, headed to the next place that I need to be, which is where I am now, versus to going to a fuel stop at Love's and shutting it down for the night. Don't get me wrong, I love my Loves, man. I love my Loves. Free internet, and I could just game out. I'll show you my truck. My truck's a mess right now because, I mean, I have to get it together. But, I mean, I'll show you my setup. But yeah, with MK, I never really had too much of a hiccups, anything frustrating enough to make me want to quit or say that I don't want to run here or run there, because I'm a grown man. I don't cry about where I don't want to go, except for the snow. I hate the snow. But if so be it, if I gotta go out and buy some chains and chain my tires down because I'm out west, so be it. I'll get the job done. But I mean, I love going out west. I just hated going out west whenever I was with PNS because I was doing 65 miles an hour. You can't, like I said, you can't go much faster. You can't get to a destination quicker and then bounce back to another destination and make the type of money that you expect to make. People will sit there and say like, oh, 65 is good for me. Good for you. Good for you, but it's not good for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I like to have my loads back to back. Like, I like to be at the destination. I like to, if I'm going to be there at 12:40, I want to knock out 40 minutes of that time doing 75 miles an hour and be there by 12 o'clock. Granted that they're going to be on lunch, but I don't want to be there when they're just now coming back from lunch, because I put myself in everybody's situation, put myself in people's shoes. Like, people want to be like dragging their asses because they're like, oh man, I just ate, I've got a full stomach, I just want to kick back and chill. When people are all on lunch, that's why I want to take the time and untarp, unstrap, do what I need to do so that way I can chill, and they come back and they be like, oh, this man already ready. He ain't playing no type of games. Yeah, that's the type of person I am. The type of person I am, man. Like, I want to be eating by the time y'all come back and just chilling in the AC, you know? But I'm not sure if, because I have my own insurance, I'm not sure if they have insurance or not, but I do know it's a 1099 contract with MK. You go in, once you start your orientation, because orientation is like what, about 15 to 20 minutes if you just sign up paperwork, and then boom, you get your keys to your truck and you're out that door. They don't play around. They get you in and get you out. As long as you know what you're doing. If you know how to do coils, or if you know how to chain coils down, that's a requirement. If you don't, I'll be more than happy to help you. Send me a message, a comment on one of these videos. I'll be more than happy to go over on how to secure a proper load for a coil. Just, I mean, for example, if a coil weighs about 45,000 pounds, you want to throw 5 chains on there, and the chains are like 3/8 links. They're rated at 10,000 a pop, so each chain is rated 10,000. So you want to put 5 chains on there. That's 50,000. I'm sorry, 50,000 pounds, and then put 5 coil racks on there. That's graded at what, 10,000 too. You have your rubber mats. You put your rubber mats. You have 2 rubber mats. Put one in the front, one in the back, in the beginning of the coil rack, and the rear of the coil rack underneath of them, so that way it won't slide. And then you lay your dunnage down on top of the coil racks, and then lay down 3 rubber mats on top of the dunnage. That's what I do. I mean, just to keep it nice and snug and secure once that coil is in that cup. That way it's not completely resting on the dunnage. You see what I'm saying? So I like to be very, very safe, because I'm not trying to kill you and your family when I'm out there running this load, you know? So I always keep everybody in mind whenever I'm driving. Now, if you cut me off and I got that coil on, shoot, I'm gonna do my best out about this truck, man. Like, cause I ain't trying to get hit by that bad boy. Shoot, like I always tell everybody else, man, whatever happens between you and this truck is between you and God now. Cause I take almost a full football length just to stop, just to stop. But I got so much to say and whatnot, but I ain't gonna keep going on. This is like 16, almost damn near 17 minutes of me just talking about MK and other random shit. So this is it for now. I'm gonna wait until once these guys come back from lunch, and then we're gonna get to the juicy part of them loading me and then me strapping it down and explaining what I did and how I did it. So peace for now.